Back in 1922, when J.R. Bombardier designed his first snow machine, he never would have imagined how far the snowmobile would evolve by 2003. What started as a vision for fun snow transportation has developed into the most exhilarating family of machines on Earth. Today, Bombardier Recreational Products builds Ski-Doo and Lynx snowmobiles, snow grooming equipment, and multi-purpose tracked vehicles, Sea-Doo watercraft and sport boats, Bombardier all-terrain vehicles, and Bombardier Fishhawk recreational fishing boats, as well as Evinrude and Johnson outboard marine engines and Ficht ram injection technology. Bombardier Incorporated is also a world-leading manufacturer of business jets, regional aircraft, rail transportation equipment, and a provider of financial services and asset management, employing 79,000 people in 24 countries. There's only one reason people snowmobile, and that's to have fun, which is why 2003 is far and away the best ever for snowmobile riders. Combining ideas developed by the Ski-Doo X team with the technical expertise of the industry's best engineers and designers, we've brought snowmobiling's best new ideas to snow first. From the radical new REV platform, to 5 new Rotax engines, to new shock technology, we've added to the things you love and eliminated the things you don't. As always, when it comes to customizing your sled, Ski-Doo offers 25,000 parts and accessories to let you build your ultimate machine just the way you want it. And the extensive line of energy clothing allows you to stay warm and comfortable, so that nothing calls you in from the outdoors until you've had enough fun. Again this year, we interviewed snowmobilers across the U.S. and Canada and asked riders to submit their best Ski-Doo snowmobiling story in the 2003 Ultimate Ride Contest. The 7 lucky winners won an all-expense-paid trip to our secret photo shoot location to be the very first to see what new fun and excitement is in store for 2003. Because as you're about to see, there's nothing like it.
I'm Dave Thompson from Ski-Doo, and today I'm going to introduce you to the biggest news Ski-Doo has in snowmobiling for 2003.
My name is Kyle Schultz, and I'm from Janesville, Wisconsin. I'm riding the MXZ REV.
The biggest news with the REV platform is what we call centralization of mass. We've taken the driver, the engine, the gas tank, all of the masses, and centralized them in one spot, which really changes the whole way that the driver and the sled interact.
The machine takes you to new levels. It definitely improves your riding style.
One of the big changes that we have for the MXZ REV is the front suspension. Now, we've gone with a double A-arm setup. The double A-arm setup is terrific in a really bumpy trail.
It's just something unbelievable. The rear suspension is also great. I mean, it just soaks up the bumps.
The double A-arm, it transmits the force towards the front of the chassis, and this usually requires a great deal of reinforcement. But we've done this by going to a pure middle chassis. It's like a triangle. We've reduced the weight by 15 pounds, and we've stiffened the chassis by more than 600%. If you're used to having to pull yourself up on the handlebars and onto the tank in order to corner, you don't have to do that with the Rev platform. It naturally brings you right over the handlebars. That's the natural riding position. So cornering becomes much more fluid and much more natural.
Taking the curves on this machine is much easier. You just turn your hands and go.
The integrated windshield features protection for your hands, and the entire unit turns as one. So whether you're turning left or turning right, you have protection for both your hands and your body at all angles on this sled. By centralizing the mass, you really put the driver on a pivot point. All of the bucking is done either in front of you or behind you, and you're on the smoothest part of the ride.
You're centered on the machine. You're balanced so well. The machine is just built around you. It's part of you.
Here's the most basic fundamental difference between the Rev platform and every other sled built. We started with the ideal position for an aggressive rider. Then we built the entire sled around that position. The result is a feel in the sled that is much more athletic and offers the ability to ride much longer with much less fatigue.
This machine is an unreal, crazy, just a revolutionary machine.
My name is Jerry Allen. I live in Arlington, Washington. My main style of riding is in the powder in the mountains, and I ride a Summit. The big difference between last year's model and this year's model is the motor. In the mountains, we're always looking for more horsepower. That's the name of the game. With the new 800 HO, it produces about 8% more horsepower and got me where I wanted to go quickly. This year the Summit has the new ZXX chassis that is tilted right from the bulkhead. So you got more ground clearance, lets you dig a bigger trench, climbs higher. The greatest thing I loved about riding the Summit this weekend was the higher handlebar with the new risers. That definitely suits my riding. When you're climbing, if you can get your weight centered on the machine, you're going to go to the top. This year the Summit's got the offset keel ski. It floats real well in the powder. And the times you are on the trail, the ski is outstanding. RPM system on the sled works real well. It allows the sled to run at top performance. The ultimate ride experience was an experience of a lifetime. Got to meet a lot of great people and ride some sleds that are the best in the world.
The MXZ Renegade gives you best of both worlds. And if you like to go on and off trail, the Renegade is your kind of sled. For instance, it has a 136-inch track, which is terrific for off-trail riding. It also has a mountain handlebar, which works terrific for side hilling. The MXZ Renegade features an SC10-3, which offers great absorption of bumps on the trails. In the front, it has an 80SH suspension with full 10 inches of travel, which again is terrific on the trails and works great. It's the same suspension we use on our Summit full-time mountain sleds. And it has an adjustable ski stance, so you can have it in a wide ski stance while you get to the powder, switch it into a narrow ski stance while you're riding off trail. It's really the first sled ever built that offers both on-trail riders and off-trail powder riders the best of both worlds. It really is a sled that performs equally well in both applications. The MXZ Renegade is a sled with no compromises.
My name is Jane Finch, and I'm from Jefferson, Iowa. A Legend is a all-around sled. You have the speed that you get with an MX. Great performance. great power. It's a blast to ride. The suspension is great. It's got a really soft ride, comfortable ride. You can go over the bumps, you're not feeling it. A great thing they came out with is the precision ski. You can really feel it going into a corner. You're in control all the time. The 800 semi-direct injection is all power, performance, and it's very clean for our environment. I think that was a great plus, a nice change. The looks of the Legend is what I love the most. It's really styling. The paint schemes are great. It's got some chrome on it. The mirrors are nice. I've never had mirrors. Now I don't have to look back. I can glance down and see where people are. It's a pretty hot sled.
My name is Marty Matson. I come from Saginaw, Minnesota, and also do a lot of snowmobiling in the mountains around West Yellowstone, Montana. There's a lot of new features that I really like. The ergonomics of the thumb. You can change your headlight, handlebar heaters, your thumb warmers. Everything is right there with just a touch of the thumb. The suspension is really good. The auto air suspension system automatically adjusts as you go down the trail so that the whole ride is smooth and you don't have to do a thing to it. It just takes care of you all the way through the day. The 800 SDI is got much higher fuel economy, and they also cut out the emissions. They reduce them by about 35%. 12-volt plug-in is really handy. I carry a cell phone for safety, so by plugging in the cord, it keeps your cell phone up, and it's much safer to have that along that way. It's a good trail sled where you can ride two people. It's long, it's very smooth, powerful. The engine is strong, it never fools around, gets you right where you want to go. You can't get a better ride than that. This is heaven on earth.
Hi, I'm Jean Martin from Chicoutimi, Quebec. I mainly ride super wide track and wide track models.
Une nouvelle génération, ce qu'on indique maintenant avec les nouvelles chenilles, nouvelles...
And with the new tracks, new suspensions, and more powerful engines, the new Scandics make your work much easier and allow you to ride the trails much more comfortably than before. Plus, you can go off-trail as much as you like without any problem. The Bombardier has really improved the sled. They've added a new rear skid, a new independent front suspension, a mountain bar, extra protection for the bumper, new handles, and a shorter brake lever. It's almost a miracle. This is not an extreme machine. It's a machine built for extreme conditions.
This one.
My name is Daniel Langlois. I'm from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and I'm riding the Mach Z. The type of riding I enjoy is high-speed acceleration, flat out, flat land with some hills and turns. I really enjoy that type of progressive riding. The Mach Z engine is a 800 triple cylinder, triple pipe. The acceleration, the power that you get out of that machine, it's mind-boggling. It's a true adrenaline rush. The improvements this year with the Mach are excellent. They've put the SC10-3 fully coupled suspension. They've incorporated a short brake lever, which allows you to maintain aggressive riding style. There's a less amount of time that you have to take from decelerating to accelerating. So I really like the precision skis. I mean, to have dual carburetors underneath the ski with a concave, you just point and shoot with that ski. The Mach Z look is very unique. I like the sleek look. It is aerodynamic. It looks like a bullet.
There's nothing quite like a race with the wind, the thrill of a ride, where snow meets the sky, the power in your hand, a rush from inside. There's nothing like it, nothing like it. There's nothing quite like a dash through the trees, a blast from the stars. You can soar through the air. Hold on with your hands, but steer with your heart. There's nothing like it. Nothing like it. Nothing like it. There's nothing quite like a crisp morning air, whisper of pine, the glistening snow catches your eye as you dance with the street lights. There's nothing like it. Nothing like it. Nothing comes close to this kind of fun with good friends and family. Away from it all, the ride sets you free, turning miles into memories. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. Nothing like it.